look at there, Josh Collins, and he brings us, yes, in the flesh, my favorite communications guy. He brings us a little memo update on Operations Division workforce impact from Shelley. As you know, due to reduced revenues during the recession, last month's Trimet board adopted significant cuts. Service planning and scheduling was challenged to develop a run cut that would both reduce costs as required by 2010, blah, blah, blah. The effort is complete and cut to the point. I'm pleased to say that it appears we can make the required budget cuts without laying off any represented employees. Additionally, we'll not be moving any full-time operators back to mini-run operators. Ooh, that's good. I'm sure they'll be happy. Yeah. Okay, Trimet work to involve the 12 operators. Just those 12 operators had that much of an impact? 15 full service over there. Projecting operators. Yeah, the full-time bus run. So it wasn't highballing.
What's that?
This whole thing wasn't a maneuver called highballing, like.
No, we have, no. Of course not.
No highballing. It wasn't like scare tactics. No.
Well,
I'm asking you.
What would be our incentive to do that?
Get what you want.
Are we getting what we want? I'm not sure that we are.
I don't know. You're the management guy. I'm just a grunt.
Are you calling out the stops now?
I always have called out the stops. That's what.
I like that blog.
Yeah, I always did.
Well, basically what we've been trying to figure out is we needed to hit the run cut. We needed to know how many operators we need in order to do the service. So we made a few decisions. We decided we were going to cut back the average length of the full-time run cut slightly. What that allows us to do is need more operators to fill the work. That's the biggest piece that is going to save the jobs.
Right.
So then it's going to mean there's less opportunity for some full-time.
Less
overtime.
Less overtime. Yeah, well, I've been against overtime. I know that I'm not popular for that.
But it is going to mean that combined with we had 12 people. We had 12 people take up the voluntary leave of absence, which saves jobs.
Yeah.
We're going to have 15 openings in maintenance if anyone wants to go over and take up a full-time job doing service work. So that combined with changing the run cut and the attrition that we've been having.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of attrition lately.
Well, and it's a wild card too. We're in a contract year, so we still don't know yet how many people are they going to rush out before September or before the before the new contract. That's still a wild card.
Well, I'm sure that everybody that was affected by it.
I'm Josh Collins. I work for Operations of Communications back. I was just bringing a copy of the new memo.
Yeah, they're not going to have any layoffs apparently. Well, we're certainly glad to hear that. I really believed you were, and I thought that you definitely were. So that's good news, and I'm glad I'm wrong for a change, because that's a good thing to be wrong about. Okay, well that's good. I know that a lot of operators have been getting terminated or whatever.
Well, I know there's a lot of anxiety. There's, obviously this has been tough.
Are they going to still be offering the furlough leaves?
The leaves. We're kind of done with that for fall.
Yeah, but
so we had 12. We know we'll have 12 openings for the other signups, and I think we'll still have some available for both winter and spring.
So you're still.
So there'll be another round of offering those.
Somebody told me, by the way, since you're here, you maybe can answer this, that if we terminate the insurance, when you go back on the insurance, any conditions you have would now be listed as pre-existing conditions from the insurance company's point of view and would not be covered.
I have not heard that. I would doubt that that's true, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, these insurance companies, they're slippery. Anything they can do.
Are you Kaiser? I have Kaiser.
No, I'm Blue Cross. Yeah, I have Region.
Yeah. That would surprise me, but
I would call them up and ask them. I was going to ask
you mean if you went off?
If I go off,
voluntary leave?
Yeah, right. Then that interrupts your coverage, and therefore you're now interrupted, and it's not continuous. So anything you have and come back is a pre-existing condition. So that would have to come from the mouth of the insurance representative, which is what I was planning on doing. And
if they say that to you, you'd want to let us know, because
I will put it. I will tell them.
Disincentive for anybody.
Yeah, I will tell them that this is important and will be tape recorded and broadcast, because we need to know that. Because I don't trust the insurance companies.
Yeah. And we, of course, don't have control over
an
aspect of it. But that would seem
completely unethical. But they're completely unethical, right? There's no argument. They're completely unethical. The whole insurance industry is an unethical industry, as far as I'm concerned. I don't see any positive anything when it comes to health insurance in this country. I don't see any positive attribute to the health insurance industry. Not even one. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh.
All right.